お休み前に英語で国内ニュースの時間です。今日の話題を英語でどうぞ。
A boat capsized off Henoko, Okinawa, resulting in 2 deaths, including high school students on a training trip. A student told the Japan Coast Guard that the captain involved in the rescue did not know the emergency contact number for the Coast Guard. This detail emerged during the investigation.
A U.S. Army soldier in his 20s and stationed in Okinawa has been referred to prosecutors. He is suspected of sexually assaulting a woman and causing injuries last month. The soldier reportedly fled in a car, leading to a property damage accident. This case is now under investigation.
A 33-year-old zookeeper from Asahiyama Zoo was rearrested for allegedly murdering his wife at their Asahikawa home. He confessed to strangling her, stating his wife suspected him of an affair. Her broken smartphone was found at his workplace. Police are investigating the full details of the case.
The NPT review conference in New York has concluded without adopting a final document. This failure was due to a conflict between the United States and Iran over Iran's nuclear development program. The conference, which reviews the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, was unable to reach a consensus.
A gas explosion at a coal mine in Shanxi province, China, has killed 82 workers. 9 people remain missing, with rescue operations ongoing. President Xi Jinping has ordered a thorough investigation into the cause and strict punishment for those responsible. Shanxi is a major coal-producing area.
Over half of Ishikawa Prefecture's model housing plans for Noto earthquake victims have seen price increases, some by up to 5.41 million yen. Rising building material costs influenced by Middle East instability are casting a shadow on reconstruction efforts. This could significantly impact the region's recovery.
Popular voice actor Kenjiro Tsuda has filed a lawsuit against TikTok's operating company. He is demanding the removal of videos that allegedly used generative AI to imitate his voice without permission. This legal action highlights growing concerns over the unauthorized use of voices with AI technology.
Liberal Democratic Party Secretary General Suzuki stated that the current support measure for gasoline prices needs review. He noted that while keeping prices around 170 yen per liter is important, it involves a large financial burden. Therefore, he believes that revisions to these support measures are necessary.
A debate over fake news regarding naphtha supply shortages has escalated on social media. This was triggered by Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's strong denial of reports that naphtha, a petroleum raw material, would run out. Her post calling it factually incorrect sparked widespread discussion.
The Japan Innovation Party's Osaka Metropolis Plan is progressing toward a referendum next spring. Internal conflict over Governor Hirofumi Yoshimura's future has subsided as the deadline approaches. Yoshimura announced his re-election bid, a condition for the Osaka City Council to approve the plan.
次は社会のニュースです。
Princess Aiko, the Emperor and Empress's eldest daughter, attended the opening ceremony of an event showcasing Lao culture and specialties on May 23rd. The event, held in Yoyogi Park, Shibuya, Tokyo, highlighted Laos, which Princess Aiko officially visited last year. She observed various cultural displays and products.
Popular voice actor Kenjiro Tsuda has sued TikTok's operating company. He seeks the removal of videos posted on the app that allegedly mimicked his voice without permission using generative AI. Tsuda claims his voice was illegally imitated, leading him to take legal action against the video-sharing platform.
In Tomakomai City, Hokkaido, a car carrying 3 people crashed into a street tree on May 22nd. The vehicle drove onto a median strip before the collision. 2 occupants died, and 1 person sustained serious injuries. Police are investigating the cause of the accident.
A U.S. Army soldier in his 20s, stationed in Okinawa, has been referred to prosecutors. He is suspected of sexually assaulting a woman and causing injuries last month. The soldier reportedly fled the scene in a car, resulting in a separate property damage accident. Investigations are ongoing.
Princess Kako and Prince Hisahito visited the Kokugakuen University Museum on May 23rd. They viewed a special exhibition celebrating 160 years of Japan-Belgium relations. Displays included a vase and a Meiki box gifted by Emperor Meiji. The royals appreciated the historical items, with Princess Kako admiring the vase's colors.
A 21-year-old Indonesian woman, Tripita Lestari, was arrested in Saitama on May 23rd. She is suspected of abandoning a newborn baby girl's body in her apartment. Lestari, who arrived in Japan last October, reportedly feared losing her job if her company discovered the body. The arrest follows a tip-off.
Japan's Education Ministry clarified why students waiting 3 or more years after high school are excluded from tuition-free university programs. This policy, for families with 3 children or more, aims for fairness with working young adults. The program primarily targets those entering university within 2 years of high school graduation.
Iwao Hakamada, 90, acquitted in a retrial for a 1966 murder case, received a special payment of 5 million yen in January. This compensation equals the pension he would have received from age 65 until his acquittal. It was granted under a special law for wrongly convicted former death row inmates.
Free phone consultations by lawyers have started for victims of the Unification Church. This follows the beginning of accepting claims for damages, including donations against the organization which received a dissolution order. The Japan Legal Support Center is providing this service.
Cannabinol, or CBN, a cannabis-derived compound, will be banned for sale and possession from June 1st. The Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare warns it may cause hallucinations and excitement. The public is advised to stop buying or using it and to dispose of existing products properly.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
LDP Secretary General Suzuki said that while managing rising gasoline prices is important, the current support to keep prices around 170 yen per liter is a significant financial burden. He stressed the need to consider new measures, including a review of the existing policy, to address this issue effectively.
China's major automaker, Chery Automobile, is considering entering the Japanese market. Zhang Guibing, head of overseas operations, sees ample opportunities for new customers. The company plans unique features not in Japanese cars, likely focusing on electric vehicle sales, a segment where Chinese manufacturers lead.
Foreign Minister Motegi expressed extreme regret over the failure to adopt an outcome document at the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT) review conference. His statement highlighted the disappointment surrounding the breakdown of discussions at the important international meeting.
Prime Minister Takaichi and Bank of Japan Governor Ueda met on May 22nd at the Prime Minister's office. They discussed the economic and price situation, particularly in light of the Iran situation. Both leaders committed to maintaining sufficient communication moving forward on these crucial issues.
The Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, Trade Ministers meeting adopted a joint statement today, May 23rd. The statement includes goals to maintain the resilience of supply chains for essential goods, such as energy. This key outcome was reached at the meeting held in Suzhou.
A nonpartisan national council is rushing to finalize the design of a benefit-type tax credit system. Ahead of an interim report this summer, they are addressing remaining issues. Key points include defining eligible income levels for support and determining effective reduction methods for the new system.
The speakers and vice speakers of Japan's Diet will present a draft for stable imperial succession next week. It is expected to allow female imperial family members to remain after marriage. Discussions continue on whether their spouses and children would also become imperial family members.
Aomori Prefecture experienced a decrease of 3,576 private businesses over 9 years, totaling 57,973 in 2021. This decline is due to a shrinking market from population decrease and a lack of successors, leading to closures. Expanding exports is highlighted as a key strategy for securing future growth.
The government and ruling parties are preparing a 3 trillion yen supplementary budget. This aims to increase reserve funds and continue gasoline subsidies restarted in March. It addresses Middle East tensions and fiscal concerns. Funds will be covered by deficit bonds with efforts to minimize financial market worries.
The Liberal Democratic Party's Research Commission compiled a draft proposal to revise 3 security documents. It doesn't set a numerical target for defense spending. However, it suggests securing the necessary budget by referencing efforts from other countries, including NATO members. The proposal calls for transforming defense capabilities within 5 years.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
Shohei Ohtani is 5th on Forbes' highest-paid athletes list, earning $130 million annually. This is his highest rank ever, with most income from endorsements due to deferred MLB salary. Soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo topped the list. Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and LeBron James completed the top 4.
The Dodgers lost to the Brewers 5-1 in their series opener. Starting pitcher Robleski gave up 5 early runs, and the offense had only 3 hits. Shohei Ohtani extended his hitting streak to 8 games with 1 hit and 1 RBI. His batting average now stands at 27.3.
Olympic medalist Shoma Uno and Marin Honda announced their return to competitive skating on May 22nd. The couple aims for the Olympics in ice dance. Uno, 28, retired from singles in May 2024 and Honda, 24, in January 2024. They made the joint announcement via Instagram.
U.S. authorities mandated a 21-day Ebola quarantine for Congo's national football team before entering for the North American World Cup, announced May 22nd. This is due to an Ebola outbreak. Their first match is June 17th in Houston. The team, whose players are mostly based in Europe, is preparing in Belgium.
Chief Cabinet Secretary Kihara announced on May 22nd that speed skater Miho Takagi will receive the People's Honor Award. Prime Minister Takaichi initiated this. Takagi holds a Japanese record of 10 Olympic winter medals, including 3 bronzes at the February Milan Cortina Olympics. She retired in March.
On day 14 of the Sumo Summer Grand Tournament, Ozeki Kirishima, the sole leader with 2 losses, faces rank-and-filer Hakuno Fuji. After day 13, Kirishima was alone at the top. Komusubi Wakatakakage and 2 other rank-and-filers were closely behind, each with 3 losses.
Former Spain international Andrés Iniesta is reportedly set to begin his coaching career in the Middle East. The 43-year-old, who retired in October 2024, is nearing a deal to manage Gulf United in the UAE Second Division. This Dubai-based club was recently relegated from the UAE's top league.
Former Germany international Lukas Podolski, 40, announced his retirement from professional football on May 22nd. The 2014 World Cup winner, known for playing with Bayern Munich, Arsenal, and Vissel Kobe, stated on social media he is completely taking off his boots. He will now focus on his club ownership role.
Blue Jays' Kazuma Okamoto went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts against the Pirates on May 22nd. This matched his personal worst for a game. His hitless streak is now 19 at-bats, a new MLB personal record, including 5 consecutive strikeouts. Okamoto started May strong, but is currently in a significant slump.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
The NPT Review Conference in New York has concluded without adopting a final document. The meeting faced a deadlock due to disagreements between the United States and Iran over Iran's nuclear development program. This marks a failure to reach a consensus at the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty review.
A gas explosion occurred at a coal mine in Shaanxi City, Shaanxi Province, China, on the night of May 22nd. The incident resulted in 82 deaths and 9 people missing. Rescue operations are still underway as of May 23rd. President Xi Jinping has ordered full efforts for rescue and investigation into the cause.
U.S. media reports President Trump held a cabinet meeting on May 22nd to discuss potential new military attacks on Iran. Axios reported Trump mentioned a decisive large-scale operation, though no final decision has been made. CBS also indicated some U.S. military and intelligence personnel canceled weekend plans, suggesting preparations for a possible strike.
Ukraine and its allies are confident Russia's invasion is losing momentum, with the spring offensive stalled and front lines stable. Ukraine's improved drone capabilities allow deeper strikes into Russian territory. NATO Secretary General Rutte confirmed on May 22nd that Ukraine has strong defenses and is now retaking more land than it loses.
U.S. Senate bipartisan members introduced a resolution on May 22nd, reaffirming the Taiwan Relations Act and 6 assurances as cornerstones of U.S. policy. This aims to support Taiwan after President Trump called arms sales a bargaining chip with China. The resolution opposes any attempt to determine Taiwan's future by non-peaceful means.
U.S. Director of National Intelligence Gabbard will resign on June 30th, citing her husband's cancer battle. Known for opposing foreign intervention, she reportedly disagreed with President Trump over Iran attacks. While Trump thanked her on social media, Reuters suggested White House pressure led to her departure. Deputy Director Lucas will serve as acting director.
Canada's Alberta province announced a non-binding referendum on October 19th regarding pursuing independence. The province is dissatisfied with the federal government's efforts to export its abundant oil resources. The premier will vote to remain in Canada, and the vote is largely seen as a tactic to gain concessions from the federal government.
The European Union and Mexico announced on May 22nd that they have signed a new trade agreement. This move by the EU aims to accelerate its trade diversification efforts. It comes as the United States pursues protectionist policies, including tariff increases. This agreement strengthens economic ties between the EU and Mexico.
The Trump administration announced new guidelines on May 22nd, requiring non-immigrant visa holders to primarily apply for U.S. permanent residency or green cards from their home countries. This strict immigration policy changes a long-standing practice of allowing applications within the U.S. The new rule could impact hundreds of thousands of applicants.
Rural North Korean residents in North Hamgyong province face severe food shortages. Farmers are forced to borrow food at high interest from the Tunju, newly rich, creating a vicious cycle where spring famine leads to autumn famine. Many young people are leaving farms for other work, impacting agricultural production.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Former AKB48 member Yuki Kashiwagi, 34, recently revealed her past struggle with school refusal during junior high. Comparisons with classmates and unkind comments led to a loss of confidence, causing her to stop attending. Idols she saw online became her inspiration, prompting her to pursue an idol career herself.
2 historic private homes in Hyogo Prefecture are set to become Japan's first national treasures. The Hakogi family residence in Kobe, built around the 14th century, is the oldest existing. The former Furui family residence in Himeji dates to the 15th century. The Culture Council recognized their deep cultural and historical significance.
Shofukute Chako has won the grand prize at the Kuyokyo Cup National Young Rakugo Performers Championship. The event, held in Tokyo on May 22nd, featured young Rakugo artists with 15 years or less experience. Chako received 1 million yen in prize money, triumphing over 3 other finalists in the competition.
Tetsuya Komuro, 67, of TM Network, completed a national tour this month after a severe injury. He suffered a right orbital floor fracture and 2 broken teeth in a New Year's Eve fall. Despite surgery and double vision, he performed keeping his condition secret. Komuro said the tour boosted his confidence.
Popular voice actor Kenjiro Tsuda is suing TikTok's operator, demanding removal of videos that allegedly imitate his voice using AI. The lawsuit claims 188 videos posted between July 2024 and September 2025 earned substantial income. Tsuda argues this infringes his publicity rights.
Shogi's 52nd Kyusen Konami Group Cup's first game will be held in Yaizu City, Shizuoka, in February 2027. Sota Fuji, 23, the current Kyo-e and holder of 6 titles, will compete. An eternal title is at stake for Fuji, making this a highly anticipated shogi event.
Scriptwriter Koki Mitani, 64, has won the Tsubuchi Shoyo Grand Prize. He was recognized for adapting Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing into Showakara Sawagi. His efforts to attract younger generations to theater were highly praised. The award ceremony will be held in August.
TV personality Miharase, 59, threw a ceremonial first pitch at a Rakuten Eagles game, becoming emotional. He was diagnosed with stage 4 hypopharyngeal cancer 2 years ago. After chemotherapy and radiation, Miharase is now living cancer-free. He expressed joy at being healthy enough to stand on the field.
Actress Miho Yoshioka, 46, revealed she still lives with ex-husband Izam, 54, 4 months after their divorce. They ended their 20-year marriage but now cooperate well with their children and household. Their children even commented, "Mom and Dad are getting along better after the divorce."
Popular YouTuber Nako couple Nagomi, 26, and Cocoon, 28, announced their divorce on May 5th, less than 2 years after marriage. They cited individual growth as the reason. However, past videos of Cocoon's teasing of Nagomi are now being highlighted online as a potential factor.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。